They say if you stand in the fields of Gettysburg after dark, you can hear the roll of distant drums and the snap of ghostly muskets. Park rangers, locals, even skeptical visitors tell stories of soldiers who never stopped marching. Are these echoes of history or tricks of the mind? In the next 10 minutes, I'm about to share the most chilling sightings, the science that could explain them, and the one moment that still gives me chills.
Here's where we're going. The key hotspots where sightings happen, the eyewitness accounts that refuse to fade, the environmental and psychological factors that can make hauntings feel real, the myths worth busting, and what to do if you want to experience Gettysburg's phantoms for yourself, safely and respectfully. Gettysburg is one of the bloodiest battlefields in American history. 3 days in July 1863, more than 50,000 casualties. That much trauma leaves stories. Some documented, some whispered. The obstacle is separating legends from lived experiences. Are people seeing spirits? Are our brains misfiring under stress and suggestion? Or is there a natural recording of sound and atmosphere that makes the past feel present? With so much folklore, how do we find what's credible? And what's just campfire smoke? Let's start at Devil's Den and the Triangular. Field, ground soaked and fierce. Fighting on day 2. Visitors report phantom photographers, asking to pose them, then vanishing. Others see soldiers in butternut and blue perched on boulders, motionless, watching. Many describe batteries dying fast, sudden drops in temperature, and disembodied voices barking orders from the ridge. In the Triangular field, some hear musket volleys when no reenactments are scheduled, and boots crunching in grass that looks undisturbed. On Little Round Top, people tell of sentry figures, glimpsed through the trees, blue-coated, silhouettes that fade when approached. A few hikers say they heard urgent commands, "Hold the line," when no one was nearby. Others describe the smell of black powder drifting on a windless night. The hill amplifies sound, and temperature layers can carry voices in strange ways. But that doesn't make the hair on your neck lie flat when a whisper brushes your ear and there's no one there. Sachs Covered Bridge. Footsteps on empty planks. Sachs Covered Bridge served as a crossing for soldiers and, by some accounts, executions. After dark, visitors report footsteps on empty boards, a lantern glow with no lantern, and the scent of pipe smoke near the center span. Some claim a pressure, like someone passing so close the air moves. Then silence. Wood creaks, water echoes, and mist forms easily here. But when people capture the same anomalies at the same spots, night after night, you start to wonder pattern or presence? The Jenny Wade House and Farnsworth House. Not all stories happen in open fields. The Jenny Wade House, home of the battle's only civilian, killed by a stray bullet, has reports of soft crying from empty rooms, and the rustle of skirts on the stairs. The Farnsworth House Inn, pocked by bullet holes, is known for footsteps in the attic and the tug of unseen hands on bed covers. Staff and guests tell these stories with the matter-of-fact tone of people who've seen odd things often, enough to stop pretending nothing's there. The orphanage in Culp's Hill, echoes of discipline. At the old soldiers' orphan homestead, some visitors speak of children's voices in the feeling, of small hands brushing past. On Culp's Hill, where night fighting raged, others hear muffled drum beats and the click of metal on metal, as if ramrods are seeding charges in muskets you can't see. Are we primed by signs and tours, hearing what we expect? Or does the environment at Gettysburg play tricks that produce the same sensations over and over? Why Gettysburg feels haunted, natural explanations. Let's talk about what could be happening without killing the mystery. First, suggestion and priming. When you know you're at a haunted site, your brain hunts for meaning in noise, a phenomenon called pareidolia. Second, sound can bend. Temperature inversions and humidity can carry voices and percussion across long distances, making footsteps or drums seem close. Third, infrasound. Very low-frequency vibrations from wind, bridges, or even distant machinery can induce unease, dizziness, and the sense of a presence. Fourth, electromagnetic fields, old wiring, lightning, or natural geology can produce EMF hotspots that some people say correlate with energy feelings. Finally, memory under low light is fragile. At night, our visual system leans on motion detection and contrast. Perfect for turning shadows into soldiers. Subscribe for the part 2. And yet, There are accounts that resist easy boxes. Multiple witnesses describing the same figure at the same location across years. Ebb's electronic voice. Phenomena. Captured by different teams with similar phrases. A reenactor handed cartridges by a soldier who vanished, only to find period-accurate mini-balls later in his pocket. Are these embellished tales? Honest mistakes? Or the rare moments when the past presses through just enough to touch? Subscribe for the part 2.